Thank you so much. John Rustin is President and Executive Director of the North Carolina Family Policy Council, 25-year veteran of North Carolina's political and public policy arena. John returned to lead the council in May of 2013 after serving 4 years as Executive Director of the North Carolina Free Enterprise Foundation, a business-oriented political research organization. Would you welcome Mr. John Rustin, President of the North Carolina Family Policy Council.
Thank you, Pastor Beatty. Thank you all for being here today. Do you know what you're doing today? You are standing up for truth, for privacy, for safety and dignity of all North Carolinians, and we thank you. Thank you for supporting our state leaders and for encouraging them and our governor to stand strong on House Bill 2. As you've heard before, we know this bill would not have been necessary if it weren't for 7 members of the Charlotte City Council who took it upon themselves to exceed their authority and pass a set of highly controversial and radical ordinance changes in February. These changes would have allowed men to enter women's restrooms, locker rooms, shower rooms, and changing rooms all across the city of Charlotte, placing women, children, the elderly, and others at great risk of personal privacy violations, unwarranted exposure to individuals of the opposite sex, and as you've heard, even sexual assault. Folks, this is truly unbelievable. Fortunately, our legislative leaders, 114 members of the North Carolina General Assembly, and Governor Pat McCrory could not let this incredible misjustice happen. And so on April 23rd, the members of the General Assembly passed House Bill 2, and the governor signed that bill the very same day. Now, opponents of House Bill 2 have claimed that House Bill 2 is, and I quote, the most egregious, sweeping, hate-filled, anti-LGBT legislation in this country's history. This is absolutely preposterous. Far from making some radical departure from the national norm, as they claim, this bill simply establishes a common sense statewide bathroom privacy and safety law and clarifies North Carolina's non-discrimination policies regarding employment and public accommodations, which apply equally to all citizens across the state. And folks, this bill never mentions the term LGBT. In fact, the standards set in House Bill 2 are practically identical to the standards that currently exist in federal law and the standards that currently exist in a majority of states across our nation. Their claims are completely bogus. So what's the problem? The problem is opponents of the bill, including the Human Rights Campaign, the ACLU, their corporate allies, and others have unleashed an unprecedented smear campaign against House Bill 2 and against our beloved state of North Carolina. They are mad that the city of Charlotte was rebuked for its overreach of legal authority. They are mad that House Bill 2 preempts their efforts to open public bathrooms and showers to individuals of either sex. And they are mad that House Bill 2 curtailed their efforts to expose a radical social policy of unbridled sexual license on our state. They have relentlessly spread misinformation and outright lies about the bill and have orchestrated a national attack against our governor, our lieutenant governor, our state legislature, and our economy. And it didn't take long for the media to jump into the fray. On the state and national level, the media has been complicit in these smear efforts, and over the past 4 weeks have fueled a level of hysteria and deception that I have not seen in 25 years of work in the public policy arena. It is truly unreal. Friends, for the sake of our state, our families, our future generations, we have a solemn duty to stand in defense of our state, in defense of the truth, and in defense of House Bill 2. Yes, thank you. Thank you for being here today. We must stand, and we must do everything we can to encourage our state legislators and the governor to stand the course against these despicable attacks. So as you have been encouraged to do, please go and see them following this event. Let them know how you feel. Pray for them. Pray for our state and pray for our nation. God knows, we know that we need it. Thank you all, and God bless you for being here today.